Good morning, all my frugal, parsimonious, thrifty patriots. Take a look at this headline from CNBC. July consumer prices jumped 5.4%, but core inflation rises less than expected. Let's take a look at their bullet points. Prices that Americans pay for everyday goods and services accelerated in July, but about where economists had expected. So, the train is accelerating fast and there are no brakes, but it's where they expected it to be, so all is good. Take a look at the second bullet point. Excluding energy and food, the CPI rose by 0.3% last month, shy of economic expectations of 0.4%, well below June rise of 0.9%. You see, the CPI doesn't take into account things like food and energy because we all know that you grow your own veggies and you feast on roadkill. That is, when you don't put an ounce of lead between Bambi's eyes. And as for energy, hell, you don't own a car. Who can afford one with prices going up like that? And, hell, your house isn't all electrified like, is it? That's the way the CPI works. It doesn't take into account food and energy prices. They use the fairy tale of not using food and energy and they say that, well, food prices fluctuate too much from month to month. No, they don't. I've seen food prices go up, but I've never seen them go down. Now let's take a look at the CPI. Here is where CNBC must have got its information. The Bureau of Labor Statistics. The Consumer Price Index for all urban consumers increased 0.5% in July, on a seasonally adjusted basis after rising 0.9% in June. Over the last 12 months, the All Items Index increased 5.4% before seasonal adjustment. The indexes for shelter, food, energy, and new vehicles all increased in July. You've already spent those Biden bucks, haven't you? And contributed to the monthly all items seasonally adjusted increase. Look at this. The food index increased 0.7% in July. Energy rose 1.6% in July. Gasoline went up 2.4%. Damn, let's take a look at a chart that goes back for a year. Now, if we go back to July of 20, we can see that all items, which are in blue, well, they remain fairly stable. All items less food and energy, they actually were on a downward increase. Then in January, things started to go south in a big way. I wonder what happened in January. Uncle Joe's economy is falling apart. This latest spending bill, which I just talked about yesterday, is going to do nothing but increase inflation even more. We're spending money we don't have. To put it simply, it's like this. There's only a fixed amount of goods. As the government presses make more and more money, well now let's say, to keep it simple, you've got $10 worth of goods and you used to have $10 worth of money. But the government is printing money flat out. So all of a sudden, you've got $15 worth of money chasing $10 worth of goods. That's what government spending is all about. That's the hidden tax that you have to pay. Beijing Biden doesn't want you to know that with his printing presses going full blast, we're all going to be spending a lot more for everything for the foreseeable future. The only way to stop this mad roller coaster is to stop the printing presses. But that's something neither Uncle Joe, the socialists in the Democratic Party, and the rhinos, and I'm talking about the majority of all Republicans, really don't want you to know about. If you're an honest, hard-working American, this is a real kick in the balls to you. And Uncle Joe has taken away our cups.